Greetings, I'm a 50-year-old woman searching for a man in his 20s. Dear Mckoy, woman searching for a man in his 20s, I am a 50-year-old divorcee who has recently dated a few young men in their 20s. I meet older men, but I'm not really drawn to or interested in men my age or older. I lecture at a college, and I find myself admiring the younger men a lot. When it comes to men my age, I no longer give them a second glance. I am attracted to younger men for a variety of reasons. I like men who have less baggage and are more receptive to new experiences, whereas my peers are frequently divorced wrecks with problems I wish to avoid. I know what I want, and I'm looking for someone with some maturity, but without the ex-wives, children, commitment and trust difficulties, and other hang-ups that are so common among my peers. I want to find a young man in his 20s who is willing to commit to a long-term relationship, not just a hookup as with the ones I've been with before. The sex is great, and they are surely not boys. I find that people are becoming judgmental and they gossip a lot about me. I don't care what they say. I know what I want. See, Smith dear, see, it's not easy to ignore what people think. People who think badly of you might not even notice if a man in his 50s was with a woman in her 20s. Is there a word that makes fun of an older man who dates a younger woman? No. Ageism, hypocrisy, and double standards about what kinds of relationships are acceptable are common in our society. Most of the time, no one cares about how old each partner is. Ignore critical stares or remarks, even if they come in the form of compliments. Individuals who are sexually confident can find partners of any age who are also adults, and they have every right to feel good about that. Greetings, my girlfriend won't perform oral on me. Dear Mckoy, my girlfriend won't perform oral on me. My girlfriend and I have been together for almost 1 year, and while our relationship is wonderful in every way, there is one thing that has been missing. I can't figure out why she has such a strong aversion to going down on me, and I have done it to her countless times. She told me straight out that she is terrified of any fluid entering her mouth while she is doing it. I told her I wouldn't let that happen, said she thinks oral sex is nasty, yet I see her enjoying herself so much when I'm doing it to her. What do you think I should do? A. Brown dear, receiving oral sex is often viewed as more enjoyable than giving it. But your girlfriend doesn't just despise it, she's terrified of what can happen during the process. You, on the other hand, take pleasure in it, but resist the urge to force her to join in. It's important to remember that everyone has different needs and preferences. If lack of oral sex is a deal breaker for you, leave. If not, cease putting pressure on her or forcing her in any way. Respect her choice. It's not about keeping score in sex. Perhaps she'll try doing it in the future, but only if she is ready to. Greetings, married and got pregnant from my ex. Confession, married and got pregnant from my ex. My husband and I have been married for more than 3 years. Our marriage is doing great. He is a kind, loving, and humble man who treats me like a queen. I feel so bad because I have this big secret that I have been hiding from him. I have a daughter who is a little over 2 months old, but I'm sure my ex is her father. This encounter with my ex only happened once, and it is something that I totally regret. During sexual intercourse, my ex came inside me, but I didn't make much of it. I was mostly consumed with guilt about my infidelity. A few weeks after my hookup with my ex, I found out I was pregnant. My husband usually doesn't ejaculate inside me because he said we weren't ready to have children. So I knew for sure it was my ex. I haven't spoken to my ex since I left his place, and I don't intend to. It's better to keep this secret to myself. I can't stand the thought of hurting my husband with him finding out about this betrayal, and I don't want to lose him. The guilt is overwhelming, and I am living a lie for me, my husband, and my daughter. I have no intention of telling him my daughter is not his, and I am just hoping he doesn't find out now or years later. Write to us via WhatsApp 1-876-353-1389 and remember to subscribe and share, dear Mckoy.